Hey everyone, welcome back to our little hospital here. So today, I think what we should do is open up any specialized department. Because if we look at, well, first let's look at the uninsured. We are going to get our next reward when we treat 15 patients per day. Well, uninsured send us 6, cheapo care sends us 6, so we're getting 12 per day. So to reach this reward we actually have to unlock another insurance program anyways. And while we tried this create your doctor, and I still haven't figured out why that didn't work, but we just worry about that another time. We pretty much just have 2 that we could do. We could either purchase 5 ambulances, but they don't really help us any because we don't have a ICU or anything like that. So the other one would be the liver TY that gives us the quest to open up any specialized department. And if we do that, it unlocks this one here, and it also gives us this reward up here. And this reward actually is hospitalization at the emergency room. And that's why I don't want to build much more down here, because that's what I'm going to use for ICU. Even though we could just expand back here a little bit more. As soon as we have hospitalization, we are going to need a lot of room for all the patient rooms. Yeah, I think let's add on back here for now a smaller department, and we have a few different ones that we could do. No, we cannot do the ICU yet. We can do the general surgery, internal medicine, we have orthopedy, the cardiology, and neurology. Surgery needs some extra rooms, but surgery is also going to help us when we have the ICU. So let's go with the general surgery. So for general surgery, we of course need a waiting room. We need the general surgery office. And that honestly is already everything that we technically need, because later on when we go into the hospitalization, that's when we unlock all of the rooms like the surgery and things like that. Go like that for now. Of course, we're gonna have this one here where we can have all the different offices, and then we need a waiting area. And a lot of it is just duplicate to what we already have in the doctor's room down here, because general surgery has pretty much the same equipment. So yeah, as you can see, those are exactly the same rooms. And let's find a good doctor. Of course, here we're looking for somebody that has some good general medicine and diagnosis. Now, anesthesiology, we don't necessarily need yet. But I learned that sometimes they're hard to come by. And she also had some very good general surgery. So for now, I'm going to get her. And then later on, I always can reassign her to different jobs, so that we can make sure that she can take care of the actual surgeries. And let's go over to the insurance management and start accepting patients from here. And now, of course, we also got from cheapo care enable the hospitalization. That means if we are going in our emergency room, we can see that now hospitalization, we have some new things that we can do. We need, of course, we are going to have to hire night doctors, at least one at the beginning. The same for the labs. Now I'm trying to just get by to not hire too many of them right out of the gate, because everything costs money and we still have to invest a lot in here. We actually still have to for sure set up those two when we get the trauma center, because they are kind of crucial. But for the hospitalization itself, we need the on-call room. That's a room where the doctors can hang out. We need the nurses station where the nurses are, and then a couple observation rooms and some trauma center rooms. So trauma center is 4x4, observation is 4x4, nurses station is 4x3, and doctor is 4x3 as well. So let's think about how we could lay that out. So we're having our hallway down here, and this hallway is going to continue. We're going 4, then 4 down, all the way down here. That's where we can have our doctor and nurses station. Now, while they just need to be a 4x3, I'm actually going to make them a 4x6. Because the more desks we put in, the more people we can hire. And while at the beginning we don't need that many, we quickly are going to need that. Actually, let's remove those walls again. Let's get 2 4x4s in for the trauma center. And that gives us 10 left, so at 5. But those two are going to be the 2 nurses station. Well, nurses station and the doctor station. And then back here we are going to have observation rooms and probably some more. Let's see, we could do 4 trauma centers here, and then back here the 2 observation rooms where we can put multiple people in. I think that will be a good design. So let's see how that lays out. Let's do on-call room for the doctor in the back. Let's do the nurses station in the back, and then the on-call room. Because the nurses are going to have to walk around a lot to get to those 2 rooms. 2 observation rooms. And then 4 trauma centers. Let's build 1 trauma center first and see how far we're getting. Because I could remember, or I didn't remember that it actually needed that much stuff in it, so maybe 4x4 is gonna be too small. Yeah, because everything over here, they don't have access. Put this cabinet there. Scrubbing sink needs a lot of room. Hold on. Let's remove the scrubbing sink. Because I could put a regular sink in. So cabinet with doors. Kitchen sink. Trash. Yeah, I don't think that I'm gonna get everything in here. Whiteboard. Can we put you on a wall back here? Back here, you fit. And the whiteboard goes next here. No, because that's blocking the sink. It allows me to put the trash can down there. Even though that's a weird layout. Okay, that works. So now we have 2 of those. And that should be plenty to get started. Let's get our staff rooms in. That is for the doctors. So I'm gonna set that up as a 4-doctor station. And then for the nurses, they need a little bit more of equipment in here. That's why I can only go with 2 for now. But we always can add on more nurses station. And the last one would be our room back here, where for now we're just going with regular hospital beds. So I think I need to have the wall-mounted equipment cabinet. Sell those 2 so that I can put up another equipment table with those tools on here. And now that should be everything. So let's hire a daytime nurse and a nighttime nurse. Now, you see there are some new icons that showed up. So all nurses, we need at least 1 nurse that is qualified in patient care, and then preferably 1 person or 1 nurse that is a clinical nurse specialist. So, but first let's look at patient care. So you are pretty good. Let's get you. And let's get a nighttime nurse. You can see now it's switched to the night shift, and we need... Now here, patient care is more important. Clinical nurse specialist would be a nice add-on, but is not absolutely necessary. But since we have somebody down here, let's get you. Now over at the doctors, we need somebody like you. And then also at the anesthesiologist. And then for the night, we get you. And let's also get a night anesthesiologist. And now we should be open for business. Well, and that is where we are going to end this episode, because We already spent a lot of time on it, but in our next episode, we're going to see how everything works over here, and then we are going to have to expand our diagnostic area. But thank you very much for watching, and I really hope that you check in next time I release a project hospital so that we can grow this little hospital together. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day.